Not quite clear blue skies for Singapore Airlines yet, but things may just be starting to look up. The carrier says it's expecting more passengers soon during a virtual briefing today. It also expresses confidence of having the liquidity to get through the pandemic. This comes as SIA posted its worst quarterly result last week. Chua Tian Tian reports.
Grounded planes like these are signs of COVID-19's devastating impact, but more are set to take off soon. By next month, SIA expects its passenger capacity to hit 16% of that of pre-COVID times, up 3 percentage points from November. Cargo business is expected to further boost their revenue. SIA says demand is likely to increase, with cargo destinations jumping from 36 in July to 61 last month. It's also exploring the idea of delivering pharmaceutical products like vaccines.
So SIA is also really looking to how it can address that major logistical challenge of getting vaccines all over the world. Other airlines are taking similar steps as well. That's going to be a major part of the cargo business next year, I think.
The airline is also bleeding at a slower rate, from $350 million monthly to below $300 million now. On the issue of cash flow, SIA is stepping up efforts to find fresh funds. It had earlier secured 11.3 billion Sing dollars in fresh liquidity over the last 6 months. As announced in August, it has spent 4.4 billion Sing dollars. At the moment, it still has an option to raise another 6.2 billion Sing dollars. CEO Goh Chun Pong expresses confidence of having very strong liquidity. He also says the airline is in a better position than most on this front. Another analyst adds that the carrier did well in cost-cutting measures, including one to trim more than a third of its 19 A380 jumbo jets, and another to defer outstanding aircraft orders.
The A380 is a relatively inefficient airplane that's too large in size at this point, given the pandemic and what we're going to see in recovery in the first few years. They just don't have a need for all 19 of these aircraft because the routes that they were on, several of them would be better served with smaller aircraft like the 777 or the A350.
SIA also came up with several innovations to help with the bottom line. For instance, one which lets customers dine in parked A380 jets. The company has yet to decide if that would be a permanent feature.